Imagine pulling an all-nighter and still getting more done than you do on a well-rested day. Sounds impossible. For some, it's not. Studies show that in the short term, sleep deprivation can sharpen focus and boost productivity, just enough to finish that urgent project or meet a tight deadline. But here's the catch. This so-called productivity boost is a dangerous illusion. While you might feel more alert, your brain is already playing catch-up, and the cost accumulates with every sleepless night. This isn't just about feeling tired, it's about how sleep deprivation silently erodes your cognitive abilities, creativity, and decision-making power. In a world that glorifies hustle culture, we're missing the bigger picture. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's the foundation of real, sustainable productivity. What if the key to unlocking your full potential lies not in working harder, but in sleeping smarter? Let's uncover the surprising science behind how sleep shapes your performance and why ignoring it could be holding you back. It's a common myth that burning the midnight oil boosts productivity, but the truth is more complex. Research from the Division of Sleep Medicine at Harvard shows that short-term sleep deprivation can sharpen vigilance and focus, at least initially. This temporary cognitive boost might give the illusion of higher productivity, especially in tasks requiring sustained attention. A 2023 study in Sleep Capital highlights how this can mislead individuals into thinking they're working more efficiently when, in fact, their brain is compensating under stress. Look at shift workers, for example. Many report feeling alert during night shifts, but long-term studies reveal declining cognitive performance and increased error rates. The brain's prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and judgment, becomes impaired even before fatigue is noticeable. What starts as a perceived gain often leads to a steep decline. As we'll see, this short-term boost comes at a high long-term cost. Elon Musk once revealed he averages just 6 hours of sleep per night, a claim that has sparked both admiration and concern among scientists. A recent report from the Division of Sleep Medicine at Harvard University highlights that most adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep to maintain optimal cognitive function and health. Researchers say insufficient sleep is strongly linked to impaired decision-making, weakened immunity, and long-term risks like cardiovascular disease. Take the study by Tai et al., which found that individuals sleeping between 6 and 8 hours showed significant differences in brain structure and executive function compared to those who met full sleep needs. While Musk's schedule may work temporarily, it's not a sustainable model. The science is clear. Cutting sleep short undermines brain health and productivity. As we'll see next, there's a growing movement to reframe sleep not as a luxury, but as a performance enhancer. Chronic sleep deprivation doesn't just leave you groggy, it actively rewires your brain's ability to function. A recent report from the National Institute of Health found that people who consistently miss out on quality sleep show measurable declines in memory retention and decision-making speed. Take a look at research on the Rusated model, which evaluated sleep health through factors like regularity and alertness, revealing that even minor disruptions in sleep patterns can lead to cognitive slumps. Consider another study from the UK Biobank, which linked shorter sleep durations to reduced executive function and changes in brain structure. These findings aren't just academic. They reflect real-world consequences, from misjudged business moves to forgetful moments that disrupt daily life. The brain, it turns out, needs rest to perform at its peak. Understanding this link is the first step toward reclaiming both mental clarity and productivity. When sleep is cut short, the body reacts in unexpected ways. A study from the National Institute of Health found that sleep-deprived individuals experience a rise in ghrelin, the hormone that stimulates hunger. This increase leads to stronger cravings, particularly for high-calorie foods, and over time contributes to weight gain. Researchers say this hormonal shift is one reason why people who consistently sleep less than 6 hours are up to 55% more likely to become obese. Consider the broader picture. Poor sleep not only affects appetite, but also impairs decision-making, making it harder to resist unhealthy choices. A recent report from the Division of Sleep Medicine at Harvard University highlights how insufficient sleep disrupts metabolic processes, linking it to a higher risk of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular issues. As we look deeper into how sleep impacts health, it becomes clear that rest is not just a luxury. It's a necessity for maintaining balance in both body and mind. Chronic sleep loss doesn't just leave you groggy, it can rewire your body's ability to process sugar. Researchers say even a few nights of poor sleep can trigger insulin resistance, a key precursor to type 2 diabetes. A recent report found that people sleeping less than 6 hours a night are 30% more likely to develop the condition compared to those hitting 7 to 9 hours. Consider a study where healthy volunteers were restricted to 4 hours of sleep per night for just 6 days. Their blood sugar levels mimicked those of pre-diabetic patients. This isn't just about glucose. Sleep deprivation disrupts hormones like leptin and ghrelin, which control hunger and fullness, pushing people toward unhealthy food choices. Take the broader picture. The economic cost of sleep-related health issues in the U.S. is estimated at over $411 billion annually, much of it tied to diabetes and related complications. As we look deeper into how sleep shapes our health, it's clear that what happens at night has far-reaching consequences. After 16 hours of being awake, even the most alert individuals start to show signs of cognitive decline. Dr. David Dinge's research at the University of Pennsylvania found that performance on tasks requiring attention and decision-making drops significantly under prolonged wakefulness. This decline is often underestimated because people still feel functional. A recent report in Sleep Capital highlights how this subtle impairment can affect productivity and safety in high-stakes environments like aviation and healthcare. Consider a pilot who's been awake for 18 hours. His reaction time may be comparable to someone with a blood alcohol level above the legal driving limit. Meanwhile, a study in the Journal of Neuroscience shows that sleep deprivation affects brain structures linked to memory and problem-solving. These findings reveal a hidden cost of our 24/7 culture. As we explore further, we'll uncover how sleep quality, not just quantity, shapes our daily performance. Recent studies reveal that sleep does more than just recharge the body, it actively shapes the brain. Researchers at the UK Biobank, led by Ty and colleagues, found that individuals who consistently sleep less than 6 hours a night show measurable changes in brain structure. Specifically, regions linked to executive function, like the prefrontal cortex, show reduced volume. This isn't just a temporary glitch. It's a structural shift that can impair decision-making and emotional regulation over time. Another study from Harvard's Division of Sleep Medicine highlights how chronic sleep loss is tied to a higher risk of neurodegenerative diseases, linking poor sleep to cognitive decline decades later. Consider the broader impact. A multidimensional sleep health model, known as RUSATED, shows that better sleep quality correlates with improved cognitive performance across adulthood. When we neglect sleep, we're not just missing out on rest, we're altering the very architecture of our minds. This has profound implications for how we approach productivity and brain health. When we talk about productivity, sleep isn't just a personal concern, it's an economic one. A recent report found that poor sleep costs the global economy over $400 billion annually in lost productivity alone. That staggering figure comes from what researchers now call sleep capital, a framework linking brain health to economic outcomes. In this model, sleep quality directly influences cognitive performance, which in turn affects workplace efficiency and innovation. Consider a study by Ty et al., which showed that individuals sleeping between 6 and 8 hours had better brain structure and executive function compared to those with shorter or longer sleep durations. This isn't just about feeling rested, it's about how sleep shapes our ability to think, plan, and solve problems. With rising healthcare costs tied to chronic conditions like obesity and heart disease, the economic burden of sleep deprivation is becoming impossible to ignore. As we look deeper into how sleep impacts our lives, it becomes clear that improving sleep health isn't just a personal goal, it's a national priority. The RUSATED model offers a comprehensive lens to assess sleep health through 5 key dimensions: regularity, satisfaction, alertness, efficiency, and duration. Researchers at the University of California found that individuals with higher RUSATED scores demonstrated significantly better cognitive function across adulthood. This model isn't just theoretical, it's practical. A recent report from the National Sleep Foundation linked better sleep efficiency and consistency to improved memory and decision-making. Consider a study from the UK Biobank, which revealed that people sleeping between 6 and 8 hours showed stronger brain structures tied to executive function. These findings align with broader economic insights, showing that better sleep health correlates with higher productivity and lower healthcare costs. When we sleep well, our brains operate more efficiently. That's not just a feeling, it's data. And as we uncover more about sleep's role in cognition, it becomes clear. Sleep health isn't a luxury, it's a foundation. Let's explore how to build it. While cutting back on sleep might give a temporary productivity boost, the long-term toll is staggering. A recent report from the Division of Sleep Medicine at Harvard University highlights that chronic sleep deprivation is linked to a higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. Researchers say that over time, the brain's ability to process information, make decisions, and regulate emotions deteriorates. Take the study by Tai and colleagues, which found that people who consistently sleep between 6 and 8 hours show better preserved brain structures and sharper executive function. Picture this: a CEO burning the midnight oil to meet quarterly goals, only to see their decision-making falter in the long run. Sleep isn't just about rest, it's an investment in brain health. And when that investment is neglected, the returns vanish. As we move forward, it becomes clear that true productivity is built on the foundation of consistent, quality sleep. Executive function, the brain's ability to plan, focus, and regulate behavior, relies heavily on sufficient sleep. A recent report found that individuals who consistently sleep between 6 and 8 hours perform best on tasks requiring these skills. Tai and colleagues, analyzing data from the UK Biobank, discovered that this same sleep window correlates with better preserved brain structures linked to cognitive control. Consider the brief test of adult cognition by telephone, which measured participants' attention and problem-solving after varying sleep durations. Those who averaged less than 6 hours showed measurable deficits in decision-making and memory recall. This isn't just about feeling tired, it's about how sleep renews the neural pathways that keep us sharp. Researchers say even one night of poor sleep can disrupt these processes, leading to slower reaction times and reduced focus. As we explore further, the economic implications of these findings become increasingly clear. Chronic sleep deprivation doesn't just make you tired, it rewires your brain for burnout. A recent report found that poor sleep health correlates with reduced executive function, impacting decision-making and problem-solving. Take the Rusated model, which measures sleep through factors like regularity and alertness. Individuals scoring lower on this scale show significant declines in cognitive performance. When sleep is consistently cut short, the brain's ability to regulate emotions and focus deteriorates. This isn't just about missing a few hours of rest. In workplaces, the result is measurable. Absenteeism rises by up to 30% among sleep-deprived employees, and turnover rates climb as burnout takes hold. One striking case from the UK Biobank study links shorter sleep duration to structural changes in the brain, especially in regions tied to attention and memory. The cost isn't just personal, it's economic. As we wrap up, it's clear that sleep isn't a luxury. It's the foundation of a productive, resilient workforce. A recent report found that people who consistently get between 6 and 8 hours of sleep perform significantly better in tasks requiring executive function. Researchers say this is because sleep isn't just downtime. It's when the brain fine-tunes memory, decision-making, and problem-solving. Harvard's Division of Sleep Medicine highlights how chronic sleep deprivation is now linked to a host of health issues, from heart disease to cognitive decline. Look at the broader economic picture. Poor sleep costs the U.S. economy over $411 billion annually in lost productivity. True long-term productivity, then, isn't about burning the midnight oil, it's about lighting it with rest. So as you consider your next work strategy, ask, are you building on a foundation of rest or a house of cards? If this revelation reshaped your view of productivity, share your thoughts below and check the description for sources.